They are called variables. So we can define variable as what? We can define variable as a mathematical quantity. Remember that can change. That can change. Meaning it does not remain constant. It does not remain constant. So if it does not remain constant and it can change, then we call it what? Variable. Variable. In some situation, some things that may not change in ordinary situation may change. So we look at the context in which this quantity is being considered to determine whether it can change or it cannot change. Let's look further to what we call algebraic expression. Ordinarily, algebra uses what? Symbols. Algebra uses symbols. Or when we say symbols, mostly we use what? Letters. To represent quantities. So what do I mean by this? Algebra uses symbols to represent quantities. If I take, for example, with a number of people in a house. Number of people in a house is a variable because it can change. Friends might decide to come around and stay. Somebody may decide to travel away from the house. At some point in time, some people may go to school. So it depends on the context, but very, very much it can change. So by this, we can represent the number of people in a house by, we can represent it by what? By a letter or a symbol. So we can say, let the number of people in the house be what? X. Let the number of people in the house be X. So every time we talk about X, you just know that we are referring to what? Number of people in the house. So this is how variables can be represented by letters or symbols. So for us to continue, we have explained quantities, we have explained variables. Now we want to explain expressions. In English language, we say expression. Expression can just be a phrase. It could be a sentence, and it could be a clause. In any case, it's an expression. So in mathematics, a mathematical expression is usually a phrase. Which takes the form of what? Combination of numbers, or combination of letters, or combination of both. So we say that an algebraic expression, then, what is it? An algebraic expression will be what? Is going to be what? What will it be? It's going to be, you just said it, a mathematical phrase. A mathematical what? Phrase. But what is unique about this mathematical phrase? Because it includes, I would say, which includes, what does it include? Includes one or more variables. One or more variables. Meaning that we're going to have either one letter in the expression or more than one letter in the expression. Take for example, if we have 2 plus x, this is an expression. In fact, x plus x is an expression. X plus 1 is an expression. M plus x is an expression. Even x is an expression. So this is what we refer to as what? One or more variables. In this one, we have two variables here. We could also have like 2m plus 3x minus 2q. These are all variables. We have q is a variable. We have x is another variable. M is another variable. So these are all variables. Talk about numerical expression. We've just talked about algebraic expression. Once you hear algebraic, just remember that there are variables present in it. So this is like the opposite of algebraic expression. Numerical expression is a mathematical phrase involving what? A mathematical phrase involving only, remember, only numbers and operations. Your operation symbols like plus, minus, multiplication, division, they are the operations, and every other operation, you know. A mathematical phrase involving what? Only numbers and operations. Example, if you have 2 plus 5, this is a numerical expression. If I say 3 minus 1 plus 2 plus 10 times 7, this is what? Numerical expression. And we can also have 6 times 3 is also what? A numerical expression. So, having said this, in our next video, we shall be looking at how to model different kinds of expressions, especially the algebraic expressions. Thank you very much for your time. See you in another video.